Good evening. AirBorneo will be developed organically as Sarawak's strategic state-owned airline to support the state's economic development with aspirations to become a catalyst for transformation similar to what Emirates has achieved for Dubai. Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg said AirBorneo would grow in phases and become one of the strategic sectors within Sarawak's services industry. He said his experience witnessing Dubai's development driven by Emirates was among the inspirations behind AirBorneo's direction.
Jadi bagi saya ialah we want to grow organically this airline. Organic growth dan ia menjadi satu daripada strategic sector dalam services industry. Saya pernah menyebut when late 70s I used to go to Dubai. Dubai was nothing. This transit to London. You stay over in Dubai for a few hours. Dubai was nothing. But today, Dubai, you can see Dubai because of Emirates and how they manage Emirates. So against that background, as an airline, new airline, based on organic growth, I hope Sarawak will be like Dubai after 2030. Sebab Dubai dia tiada resource. Kita ada resource.
He was speaking at the launch ceremony of AirBorneo's inaugural flight on the Kuching-Kuala Lumpur route at Kuching International Airport, KIA, here on Monday. Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari also announced that AirBorneo would begin flights to Singapore in conjunction with Sarawak Day celebrations on 22 July. He added that the airline's existing ATR aircraft would be phased out and replaced with newer, more modern ATR aircraft beginning next year, while cabin configurations would also be upgraded to offer a more comfortable travel experience. At the same event, Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari said AirBorneo is expected to become one of the catalysts for the growth of medical tourism in Sarawak by making it easier for more visitors, both domestic and international, to seek healthcare treatment in the state. The Sarawak Premier said Sarawak now has a number of growing private hospitals and will soon have a modern cancer center which could attract more patients from abroad to seek treatment in the state.
Jadi kita ada private sector medical facility dan nampaknya standard medical treatment kita boleh tahan juga. Jadi banyak orang yang datang untuk mendapat treatment, medical treatment Sarawak. Meaning, you are promoting medical tourism. Kita akan membangun pusat kanser. Jadi ini adalah berkendakkan logistik untuk orang datang ke sini untuk mendapatkan perubatan.
Dato' Patinggi Abang Zohari added that AirBorneo also plays an important role in strengthening connectivity within Sarawak across Malaysia, ASEAN and international destinations in support of the state's overall economic development. He said improved connectivity would also support the growth of medical tourism as more visitors are able to come to Sarawak for treatment while further boosting the tourism and services sectors that are among the drivers of the state's economy. Earlier on, Sarawak Secretary and Chairman of AirBorneo Airways, Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki, said AirBorneo's inaugural commercial flight on the Kuching to Kuala Lumpur route today opened a new chapter in strengthening Sarawak's control over its own-to-air connectivity, marking the airline's entry into the era of commercial jet operations. He added the historic moment was a significant milestone in AirBorneo's journey and reflected the state's effort to strengthen connectivity through the operation of two Boeing 737-800 aircraft under a wet lease arrangement.
Today's inaugural commercial flight from Kuching to Kuala Lumpur marks a significant milestone. Not only reflects our long journey in strengthening control over our own connectivity, but also signal AirBorneo entry into the commercial jet era with the introduction of two wet-leased Boeing 737-800 aircraft. It is a powerful demonstration, capacity to turn bold strategic vision into tangible and world-class realities.
Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar said AirBorneo's role as the bridge that connects the community is reflected in the provision of services that connect people from all walks of life. He said whether it is students furthering their studies, families returning home to celebrate Gawai, Hari Raya or Chinese New Year, workers commuting between East and West Malaysia, entrepreneurs exploring new markets, or visitors wishing to experience the beauty of Sarawak, AirBorneo believes every flight will create new opportunities and strengthen the bonds that unite communities. Sarawak marks another historic moment as state-owned airline AirBorneo officially began its first commercial jet operations with its inaugural flight on the Kuching-Kuala Lumpur route on Monday. The historic flight marks the start of a new era for Sarawak's aviation industry, one believed to strengthen air connectivity, improve mobility for the people and support the growth of the state's tourism, trade and investment sectors. Follow the report by Grace John Lee, who filed this story.
Hari ini 20 Julai 2025 merupakan detik bersejarah buat Sarawak apabila syarikat penerbangannya AirBorneo memulakan operasi penerbangan jet pertamanya melalui MY5005 bagi laluan Kuching ke Kuala Lumpur. Premier Sarawak Datuk Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari merupakan antara penumpang pertama yang dijadualkan berlepas pada jam 1 tengah hari nanti diiringi Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak yang juga pengerusi AirBorneo iaitu Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar Marzuki serta barisan kepimpinan kerajaan negeri yang lain. Dan saya kini berada di Aerobridge, lapangan terbang Kuching, dan di belakang saya merupakan burung besi kebanggaan Sarawak di mana pesawat Boeing 737-800 mampu membawa 162 penumpang terdiri daripada 12 tempat duduk kelas perniagaan dan 150 tempat duduk kelas ekonomi. Dan seperti yang kita lihat tadi, pesawat ini diraikan dengan upacara water salute, satu tradisi penerbangan yang lazim diadakan bagi meraikan penerbangan sulung syarikat penerbangan. Dan kini segala-galanya sudah bersedia untuk AirBorneo memulakan penerbangan komersial sulungnya ke Kuala Lumpur. Dan di sinilah bermulanya era baharu pengangkutan udara milik Sarawak. Dalam pada itu, kami juga berpeluang mengikuti penerbangan operasi jet pertama AirBorneo dari Kuching ke Kuala Lumpur. Dan sepanjang penerbangan yang mengambil masa kira-kira 1 jam 40 minit, penumpang turut disajikan dengan hidangan ikonik Sarawak seperti cuai laksa Sarawak, nasi goreng dabai serta berbagai juadah tempatan sekaligus membawa cita rasa otentik bumi Kinyalang kepada setiap penumpang yang menikmati hospitality AirBorneo. Dan di bawah inisiatif Sarawakku Sayang, AirBorneo menawarkan tambang tetap RM375 sehala bagi laluan Kuching ke Kuala Lumpur, termasuk 23 kg bagasi lafkam masuk, 10 kg bagasi kabin, hidangan dalam penerbangan serta pemilihan tempat duduk. Penjualan tiket telah dibuka sejak 7 Julai lalu. AirBorneo MY5005 kini telah selamat mendarat di lapangan terbang antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur, dan ketibaan Premier Sarawak Abang Zohari itu pada jam 3.15 petang tadi telah disambut oleh Timbalan Perdana Menteri Malaysia Datuk Sri Fadilah Yusof bersama div-div kenamaan yang lain. Dan penerbangan sulung ini bukan sekadar menghubungkan Kuching dan Kuala Lumpur, malah menjadi titik permulaan kepada usaha AirBorneo memperluaskan rangkaian penerbangannya ke lebih banyak destinasi pada masa hadapan. Saya Grace John Lee bersama juru video Yusri di KAIA melaporkan untuk UKAS.
The Kasih Ibu Tunggal KASIHNITA 2026 program continues to empower single mothers by providing training, skills development and financial management guidance to help them become self-reliant, generate income and improve their families' standards of living. Minister of Women, Family and Community Development, Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri, said the program does not only provide training but also gives participants the opportunity to understand their rights, manage their finances more effectively and build the confidence to move forward with their lives.
Program ini bukan sekadar memberi latihan, ia membantu peserta memahami hak mereka mengurus keuangan dengan lebih baik dan membina keyakinan diri untuk meneruskan kehidupan. Saya percaya apabila seorang wanita mempunyai ilmu, kemahiran dan keyakinan, beliau bukan sahaja mampu mengubah kehidupannya sendiri.
She said this when speaking at the state-level launch of KASIHNITA 2026 for Sarawak held at Grand Continental Hotel here on Sunday. Dato' Sri Nancy said her ministry has allocated 3.5 million ringgit to implement the program in 13 states this year, targeting the participation of 5,000 single mothers. She said in Sarawak, 417 applications were received to join the program, but only 150 participants were selected for training in this session. She added that the strong response received proves that many single mothers remain determined to improve their skills and change their lives when given the opportunity. Full dress rehearsal preparations for the officiation of the Sarawak Day Gathering and Rakyat concert in conjunction with Sarawak Day 2026 celebrations at Dataran Tun Tuanku Bujang are progressing smoothly ahead of the celebrations climax on 22 July. Sarawak Minister of Transport and Minister responsible for Sarawak Day 2026 celebrations, Dr. Sri Lee Kim Shin, was present to review the preparations and rehearsal proceedings on Sunday, which involved various program segments and logistical aspects in preparation for the arrival of guests of honour and the public. Also present to witness the rehearsal were Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department, Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato' Abdullah Saidul, and Deputy Minister of Public Health, Housing and Local Government, Dato' Michael Tiang Ming Ti, together with representatives from agencies directly involved in the coordination and management of the event. Throughout the full rehearsal, various performances, event segments, technical system, and the official program were thoroughly tested to ensure the smooth execution of the program, which will serve as the climax of the Sarawak Day 2026 celebrations. The Sarawak Day Gathering and Rakyat concert are scheduled to begin at SPM at Dataran Tun Tuanku Bujang and are among 7 major events lined up throughout the Sarawak Day 2026 celebrations in Sibu. The event is expected to be graced by the presence of the Sarawak Governor, Tun Pen Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, and his wife, Puan Dr. Patinggi Fauziah Muhammad Sanusi, as well as the Sarawak Premier. The Rakyat concert will feature performances by local artists including Hafiz Suib, Ricky Andrewson, Kelly, Claudia, Priscilla Abbey, and Erickson, as well as popular singer Mimi Fly. Sarawak Day 2026 celebrations will be held in Sibu from 20 to 22 July under the theme Sarawak Maju Makmur Segulai Sejalai, featuring a wide range of programs to foster the spirit of patriotism and unity among the state's multi-ethnic community. The Sarawak contingent will field approximately 950 athletes as it seeks to achieve its target of 75 gold medals at the 22nd Sukan Malaysia SUKMA Games in Selangor 2026 this August. Deputy Minister of Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development, who is also chef de mission of the Sarawak contingent, Dato' Gerald Rentak Jabu, said the contingent's preparation are on satisfactory track with less than a month remaining before the Games begin on 15 August. He said 23 assistant chefs de mission have also been appointed to coordinate the management of 37 sports to be contested, involving a total of 468 events.
Saya melihat dengan puas hati lah kerana semua dapat bersama memperkenalkan diri dan juga kita dapat melangkah bersama untuk strategi kita seterusnya sampai ke hari semua bermula pada 15 bulan nantilah Ogos. Depan saya telah meninjau beberapa pasukan yang sedang menyiapkan diri lah untuk pertandingan ini dan saya berpuas hati lah melihat persiapan kita.
He said this when met by media during a dinner with the chef de mission of the Sarawak contingent for the 22nd SUKMA Selangor 2026 in Kuching on Sunday. Dr. Gerald said the final list of athletes has yet to be finalised as the contingent is still reviewing the competition schedule and athletes' fitness levels before making a decision within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Commenting on the target of 75 gold medals, Datuk Jarrod said the confidence is based on the contingent's performance at the previous edition as well as ongoing training programs, including several athletes who are still undergoing training abroad. He added that competition this time is expected to be tougher as other states are also fielding many new athletes, but Sarawak remains optimistic about improving its achievement by converting several bronze medals into gold. And that's the English edition with me, Philip Yeoh. More news can be found in our official portal, ukas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Ending the UKAS bulletin with footage of the launch ceremony of AirBorneo's inaugural flight on the Kuching to Kuala Lumpur route at Kuching International Airport on Monday. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.